Hey guys, Jonathan was here for JM Sports 100 and the JM Sports Show. How is it going? I'm here to make college football picks for Saturday, September 20th, 2014. And it is week 4 in the college football season. We are 1-0 on the week so far, with still a game to go later tonight as I'm recording this. UCF and Ncaa will play in just a few hours. If you want to see my pick for that game, I'm not going to give it here. You have to go to the JM Sports Show Facebook page or the JM Sports Show Twitter page. Links will be in the description to both, and I did post the winner there. So check those out. I can tell you though that we did win Thursday night's game rather between number 5 Auburn and number 20 Kansas State. Auburn getting the 20-14 win. Kansas State needed a really good showing in that game there if they wanted to stay alive as far as hopes for the playoffs, and I definitely think they did that. All right, so with that, we are 183 and 32 on the year. 2,481 wins, 792 losses is the lifetime record there. And obviously, that is going to change one way or the other by one game before the rest of these games kick off. First off, we have Eastern Michigan and number 11 Michigan State. I am going to go with Michigan State. Troy takes on number 13 Georgia, and I am going to go with Georgia. Bowling Green takes on number 19 Wisconsin. I am going to go with Wisconsin. Georgia Tech and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech was upset last week. I expect them to bounce back against a not so great Georgia Tech team. I do expect Virginia Tech to get the win. Iowa and Pittsburgh. I am going to go with Pittsburgh in that game there. Really not feeling Iowa or really many of the teams in the Big Ten. Western Illinois and Northwestern. I am going to go with Northwestern. Don't be surprised though if it's close. Really, Northwestern does not look all that great. And same thing with this next one, Southern Illinois and Purdue. I do have Purdue getting the win, but it could be ugly because Purdue, like a lot of the Big Ten teams this year, have not been playing well at all. Old Dominion takes on Rice, and I'm going to go with Rice. Maryland and Syracuse, give me Maryland. Tulane and Duke, give me Duke. Maine and Boston College, give me Boston College. Delaware, State and Temple, give me Temple. Marshall and Akron, give me Marshall. Hawaii and Colorado, I am going to go with Colorado. Florida and number 3 Alabama, I have Alabama winning this game by at least a touchdown, maybe 2 or 3. I think Amari Cooper is just going to be too much for Florida to handle. Plus, I'm pretty high. I shouldn't say I'm pretty high, but I feel good about Alabama quarterback Sims. Next up, we've got number 6 Texas A&M and SMU. I am going to go with Texas A&M. Virginia takes on number 21 BYU. I did think about calling upset here. I really did. I think the game will be good. I think it'll be close. I've said it before a couple times this year. I really like this BYU team. I do really like the Virginia team now that I've watched them a couple of times. They are coming off of a big win as they upset Louisville last week, though. I don't think they can pull off back-to-back upsets. I do have BYU winning, but I think it'll be a good game. Nicholls State takes on North Texas, and I'm going to go with North Texas. Norfolk State and Buffalo, give me Buffalo. North Carolina and East Carolina, I am going to go with North Carolina in the game there. Army and Wake Forest, give me Wake Forest. Louisville and Florida International, give me Louisville to bounce back from the aforementioned loss to Virginia. Central Michigan takes on Kansas. I am going to go with Kansas. Rutgers and Navy. I am going to go with Navy here. Rutgers' big strength is a pass rush. Well, Navy doesn't pass a lot. Navy can run the ball down your throats just like they did with Ohio State. I think they'll do it here with Rutgers, and I think that will get them a win. Next up, we've got Utah and Michigan. I am a little iffy on this game here. I am going with. I will come back to this game in a second because I honestly don't remember off the top of my head. Indiana and number 18 Missouri. I am going to go with Missouri. This game could be pretty interesting though because basically Indiana is kind of like a poor man's Missouri. This game could have a lot of points scored in it. Um, Two really high-powered offenses uh, against two defenses that aren't that great. I think Missouri's defense is better than Indiana's, but I do think that the game could potentially still become a shootout. So I am going to go though with I am sorry I'm kind of lost. Just give me a second to get back on track here, and I will. I am going to go with Missouri. Back to the Utah and Michigan game, guys. I really apologize. I am going with Michigan. Texas State in Illinois. I am going to go with Illinois, but I have a gut feeling that Texas State could pull off an upset. I am going to go with Illinois though. Massachusetts and Penn State. I am going to go with Penn State. San Jose State, Minnesota. Give me Minnesota. Florida Atlantic and Wyoming. Give me Wyoming. Presbyterian and North Carolina State. Give me NC State. Bethune-Cookman takes on UCF. I'm going to go with UCF. Georgia State takes on Washington, and I am going to go with Washington in that game there. Mississippi State takes on LSU. I think this game is closer than some people probably think. I'm thinking probably about a touchdown, maybe a little bit more, but I do have LSU getting the win. Northern Illinois and Arkansas. Now, so a lot of people are saying that this could be a trap game because Arkansas coming off of a big win against Texas A&M last week, or I'm sorry, against Texas Tech last week. Next week they have a game against Texas A&M. This could be a trap game. If it is a trap game, I'm going to fall right into the trap. I'm going with Arkansas to beat Northern Illinois. Utah State and Arkansas State. Give me Utah State. Miami of Ohio takes on Cincinnati. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. Middle Tennessee and Memphis. Give me Middle Tennessee. Northwestern State takes on Louisiana Tech, and I'm going to go with Louisiana Tech. Appalachian State and Southern Miss. Give me Southern Miss. Ball State and Toledo. I am going to go with Ball State. Idaho and Ohio. I am going to go with Ohio. Murray State and Western Michigan. I am going to go with Western Michigan. Number 4, Oklahoma at West Virginia. I think Oklahoma wins this game. I think the game is very close. I think it's very competitive. At West Virginia on the road, night game. We'll see what happens. There could be an upset here. I'm not going to call for it, but it could happen. I'm going, though, with Oklahoma. Number 14, South Carolina takes on Vandy. I am going to go with South Carolina. Georgia Southern and South Alabama. I am going to go with Georgia Southern. Number 22, Clemson. And number 1, Florida State. Now, here's the deal. Clemson's defense is not good. And I think that that's the one thing that is going to keep them from winning this football game. Remember, no Jameis Winston for the first half of the game as he is as punishment for his obscenities that had happened. So no Jameis Winston for the first half. I expect Clemson to be able to jump out to an early lead, but with the way Clemson's defense is, once Jameis Winston gets in the game, I don't expect Clemson to be able to hold it or to maintain it. So I am going to go with Florida State to win the game. Miami, the Hurricanes taking on number 24 Nebraska. I am going to go with Nebraska, in what I think is going to be another pretty good game. UNLV takes on Houston. I am going to go with UNLV. New Mexico and New Mexico State. Give me New Mexico State. California and Arizona. I am going to go with Arizona. Southern Utah and Fresno State. Give me Fresno State. Number 2, Oregon takes on Washington State. I am going to go with Oregon. San Diego State and Oregon State. Give me Oregon State. And Louisville Lafayette is playing on the blue turf at Boise State, and I am going to go with Boise State. Alright, guys, that is going to do it for me. I'll look at your Saturday college football picks. Hope you enjoyed them. Looking forward to Florida, Alabama. A lot of games to be looking forward to tomorrow. I shouldn't say a lot. There's some interesting games on the schedule, though. So, excuse me. Check them out, and hopefully you have a good day watching some football. So, alright guys, that is going to do it for me. For those of you looking for the NFL video, that is coming up shortly. It is recorded, but I don't know if I'm going to put it up today. I'm going to let this one sit for a while. I don't know if I'm going to put it up later, if I'm going to put it up tomorrow, but it is recorded, it is ready, and I feel pretty good about it. Alright guys, that is going to do it for me. Don't forget to like the JM Sports Show page on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for any updates that may not happen here on YouTube, plus the college football pick for tonight between USF and UConn is there too. So check that out. Once again, links in the description, as they always are. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. I am the king. I am Jonathan was up for JM Sports 100 and the JM Sports Show. Wrong channel there. And I will see you guys later.